More home videos now in You've Been Framed.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jeremy Beadle.
Thank you. Hi, and welcome to You've Been Framed. First, a really big thank you to everyone who sent in their funniest home videos. Please keep them coming in, and who knows, it could be your clip that wins the £5,000 prize. Now, you could say that You've Been Framed is a do-it-yourself programme because, after all, you make it at home with your camcorders. But for real do-it-yourself, I don't think you can beat this guy. Notice how carefully everything has been thought through and the immaculate precision with which it's all put together. Now, there's the guy who came down to earth with a bump. But there's nothing down to earth about the stars of our next clips. Or is there?
He's just gonna... There he is.
Admire this lady's graceful descent.
That's what you said to me as well. My shoes come off.
Keep your arms out. The first lesson in parascending. That's what this brave lady's learning. Remember, keep your arms out at all times, no matter what. After the hazards of a day on the beach, what could be nicer than to return to the comfort of the holiday camp and sit back and enjoy some camp cabaret? Just watch Abdullah on the right. Gentlemen, two of the stars of that last video, Auntie Jackie Booth and Uncle David McIntyre. Now, let's get this right. Who's to blame?
Him.
Oh, Philip. Why?
because he was the one that sent in the video.
Oh, I see. God, yeah, that'll teach you. Now, David, you weren't hurt, were you?
No, but it's the first time I fell for the woman like that.
Oh, all right, OK. So you're professional entertainers. Tell you what, all stand up. Please stand up. Quickly stand up. Now, I tell you what, I want you, please, to give me an impression of a timid mouse.
A timid mouse?
Yes, well remembered.
I don't really know.
Go on, quickly. A timid mouse. Very good. OK, now give me the sound of an angry lion. Very good. And Philip, now give me a frustrated giraffe. I'll tell you what. Very good, very good. I tell you, will you now all please give us the sound of crazy dogs? Very good. And here's some real canine comedy. And everywhere that Mary went, her dog was sure to go. Here's a hot dog cooling off. This is the lazy owner's guide to walking the dog. And this dog is being given the order of the boot, but she doesn't like it.
Get in the car.
The most common collection of clips you send us are wedding videos. And you see, the great thing about weddings is that when they're planned right down to the minutest detail, nothing can go wrong. But when something does, it always goes wrong at the wrong moment. Focus your attention on the graceful young girl on the left.
All I can say is thanks all for coming. Have a good time tonight. Enjoy yourselves, okay? Thanks very much.
The guy in the middle does it, but look who gets it. Ladies and gentlemen, the sweet romantic lady who did that was Jean Cambridge. Now, Jean, tell us, why did you slap your husband?
Well, he is a practical joker, and he was stood next to me, which I thought he did it.
Yep.
My hat had been a nuisance all day, you know, coming backwards and forwards, and I just thought he did it.
And you whacked him. Of course, it was your son, Glenn.
Yeah.
How did you feel about it then? It did hurt, I tell you. How did you convince her, Lance?
We didn't. Until she seen the video next day, she wouldn't believe it wasn't me.
You spent the whole day suffering. Well, listen, Jean, thank you for sending it in. And it is interesting that there are some things which you'd never believe unless they were captured on video, just like these next clips. And you've been falling over yourselves to get them to us. Lots more hilarious home videos to come on You've Been Framed. But just before the break, here are some people who were well and truly framed.
For delicious sweet and sour pork or chicken, simply add new Uncle Ben's sweet and sour sauce. Just look at those really crispy vegetables. You'll enjoy an exciting, mouth-watering meal in minutes. New Uncle Ben Stir Fry. Perfect results every time.
Hovis has always been good for you. And now there's a wholemeal loaf from Hovis, made with all the goodness of the grain.
All right, you've got your all-new Nova. First thing to do is to show it who's boss. Sit. Don't stand there admiring. Take control. And it's hey-ho for the open road. Conscientious little fellow, isn't he? The nippy little rascal naturally shies away from the common herd. And indeed, roadhogs. And even after a long, hard run, there's plenty of life in the young pup yet.
Down, boy.
Good night. Good night, Lucy.
You're supposed to be in New York.
I didn't like the coffee.
Golden roasted, richer, smoother, Nescafe Gold Blend.
I thought you might have joined me in New York.
Whatever gave you that idea?
This.
Our Billy changes his mind as often as his socks.
Great, Mum.
So in anticipation of these little foibles, I keep his favourite Findus lasagna in reserve. What effect this foresightedness might have on him this time, I've no idea.
Ciao, Mama.
Make a meal of it with Findus lasagna.
There's comedy, music, variety, and of course Scorch the Dragon, who fancies himself as a pop star, on The Ron Lucas Show tomorrow night at 8:05.
These children. No more. Harry.
With me now are the two stars of that fountain clip. Tommy Connolly with his sister-in-law, Maureen. Now, Maureen, you sent us in the clip. I mean, were you worried about falling in the fountain?
No, I wasn't worried. I was worried about Tommy, though.
Why?
Because Tommy's terrified of water.
Tommy, if you're terrified about water, why did you do it?
It was a joke, and I didn't think it was that deep in any case, so...
So you just in?
Just in.
But the whole day wasn't a washout?
No, it was a great night.
I'm sure it was. Now, from one holiday clip to a set of clips, all about the pleasures of summer holidays. It's obviously safer to spend summer at home in the garden. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the king of the swingers, Frank Armstrong. Now, Frank, you seem to be having a good laugh about that.
I was indeed, but I do have something of a reputation of being a bit of a practical joke, I think. Perhaps this time I was the victim.
I see. You thought you set yourself up?
No, I didn't set myself up. It was just a sheer accident, pure accident.
That was marvellous, marvellous sport. And, of course, thanks also to Frank's daughter, Lynn Jackson, and she'll be getting £100, which is what we give to anyone who sends in a clip we use. But here are a few clips that we picked up cheap. Somebody should tell Woody that this is a metal pole. And someone should tell this lovebird he's in for a stony reception. Now time for a wedding video. But this is a rather unusual one, to say the least. Just notice how well groomed the groom is.
May her husband Dave put his trust in her and recognise that she is his equal, the heir with him to the life of grace. May he always honour her and love her as Christ loves his bride, the church.
Bells are ringing for me and my gel. Listen, thank you to the bride, Janet Chick, and of course, our well-groomed groom, David Chick. Now, David, how are you feeling?
I was very nervous on the day. My legs went to jelly. It was just like the gel on my head.
I bet it was. I think it looks rather good. But tell us something, Janet. Did the priest mind?
No, he has had it happen to him before, and he thought, oh no, not again.
Oh dear, here we go again. Listen, thank you to both. And thank you to David's sister, Sally B, for sending us in that clip. Well, I'll tell you what. If you think getting married is tough going, here's what happens when the going gets really tough.
When the going gets tough, the tough get going.
There was one prize guy, and in just a few moments we'll be asking our studio audience to decide who should win the £1,000 prize for the funniest British home video of tonight's show. But before that, here's a musical interlude. Now it's time to find out which is the funniest British clip in tonight's show. Remember, our studio audience will decide by voting on their electronic keypads. They press 1, 2 or 3 to choose from the videos on tonight's shortlist. Number 1, Sand Dance. Number 2, Greek Dip. Number 3, Me and My Gel.
Christ loves his bride, the church.
I wouldn't like to have to separate those 3 wonderful clips, and thankfully I don't have to. But our studio audience does, and it's time to vote. So, audience, please vote now. So now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth, when our computer tells us which, according to the audience, is the funniest video. And it is... Me and My Gel. Whoa, give a round of applause. Congratulations, Dave and Janet, but of course, It's Sally. You get the £1,000 because Sally sent in the video. Congratulations. Marvellous. Oh, what are you going to do with it? Going to split it in half. Fantastic. OK. But sadly, I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Oh. Would you like some more? Yes! OK, just for you. Take one child, one garden hose, and what do you get? Laughter.
Split splash, I was taking a bath. Long about a Saturday. Thinking everything was all right. And then a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. There was a party going on. There was a swishing and a splash, rhythm with the feel, and moving and a groove, and rocking and a roll.
And that really is all we've got time for tonight. A very, very big thank you to everyone who sent in a clip. Please, please keep sending them in. And next time, the star of the show could be you. Good night. Please send your funniest home videos to You've Been Framed, Granada Television, Manchester, M60 9EA. And we promise to return all your tapes.